Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate Louie, and yeah, so what I'm doing today is I'm just going to do a monthly recap of February. I only watched 18 movies, so yeah, but social media is all right here, and let's just get started. Alright, so the first movie that we watched is called Zombieland. This movie is so good. I don't remember what it's on. I just remember that it's really good. I almost wasn't going to watch it because Amber Heard was in it, and if you know me, you know I hate her like more than anything in the entire world. So yeah, but it's like a horror comedy, and I thought it was so cool because like the main character, and he like having like rules on how to like survive a zombie apocalypse, and it has Emma Stone in it, so I liked her. It has this other girl in it, I forgot what her name is. She was like young, but she played in Scream Queens and stuff, and I've been seeing like more recently stuff. But I thought it was so cool. It also had, I think it's Billy Murray from Ghostbusters. I love this movie. There's a second one. I haven't watched it yet, but I do plan on it. But I really liked it. I actually have the movie. I just haven't watched it, and I was like, oh, why not watch it? So yeah, that's an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Knock at the Cabin. So the movie is honestly, it was good. I wanted more horror, like, it's M. Night Shyamalan. I think what I get from, like, what I should know from him is it's not going to be a lot of horror. It's just going to be, like, mainly thriller about it. Yeah. It is based off the book, Cabin in the World. I think after, like, watch the movie, I do want to read the book. Like, I do know some differences. I just know, like, the end is, like, completely different from the book. Spoiler. But, yeah. I thought it was a really good movie. It has, I forgot his name, but Ron from Harry Potter. It's really good. It's about this couple and they're like a nice retreat, and a whole bunch of strangers come up and tell them you have to make a decision. Basically, it's just kind of telling them like the world's ending, it's gonna be an apocalypse. If one of you guys sacrifice each other willingly, then it's gonna end. I thought it was really good. It kept going like on and off, like are these people just crazy, or is it actually gonna be an apocalypse and everything? So I thought that was cool. Yeah, so I gave that 7.5 out of 10. And then I watched Valentine. This movie is really good. I think it's on Tubi. It's not a Valentine movie. I talked about it in my 5 movies to watch on Valentine's Day. It's just this people not like a prom, and this guy asks like all his friends like can go dance, like no. And then something happens, and it's like years later. I think they're out of college, and then like a killer comes and like starts killing the friend group off. I think it's a really good movie. It's like early 2000s, so it's not gonna be like the best. I really liked how they ended it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is how they should end it, and then they did, so I was really pleased with that. But that was an 8 out of 10. And then I watched The Loved Ones. This one I honestly didn't think that I would like. I liked it more than I thought I would. Just about this girl, and she's like really like weird. Not weird, but like I didn't think she was completely weird, but like people think she's weird, and then she asks this guy to go on like a date with her for prom. And he's like, no, sorry, like, I have a girlfriend. I feel like he was like being like really nice about it. And then she ends up like kidnapping him, and then like holds him in his house like with her dad. And then like they do stuff. And it is a little like weird. There's a scene with her, like her and her dad like really, really close, a little uncomfortable. But I think it was really good. It is some parts I was like, oh my god. Like I didn't like look away, but I was like kind of getting like, I want to say wheezy, but I don't think that's a word. But I thought it was really good. 7 out of 10. And then I watched the Into the Dark movies. I watched Down, it's not a Valentine's one. I did put the episode name on it because technically I guess they are like TV show, I guess, like 2 seasons, but each one is like a movie, so I'm like kind of confused on that. But it's season 1, episode 5. And it's on Hulu. All of them are on Hulu. I think it's an okay movie. I felt like at the end it just dragged on way too much. But it's like a Valentine's movie, and what happens is this girl, this man like gets stuck in this elevator, and kind of like they become best friends. Not best friends, but like they get to know each other. And then something happens, and realizes, oh crap, like this person's not who he says he is. I think it is really good. There's like a really intense sex scene in it. Not gonna lie. I thought it was good. I just felt like a lot of scenes I was like, okay, like just wrap it up. Like I'm kind of tired of it. Other than that, I did like it. That's a 7.5 out of 10. And then I watched Into the Dark, My Valentine. I kind of went on a little spree. This is about a girl, and I guess she's like with this boyfriend who's like very abusive. Does have domestic violence. If I can't watch it, I probably don't watch this. And then he gets this new girlfriend, basically like the same exact, like her voice, her look, her songs, like everything is the same. And they meet, like they don't meet, but like she is like singing at this place, and then he basically like traps her there. I think it is really good. I wasn't gonna watch it. I was like, this is so stupid, I'm not gonna watch it. But then like I decided to just on a whim. And I was like, this is really good. I think it's like one of like my favorite Into the Dark ones. But that was really good. There was some speculation that it is based on Poppy and her boyfriend or whatever. And I guess like I read something about like it got sued about it. I don't really know anything about it. So yeah, if you can like tell me like more about it, like there's like I guess simulation, whatever the word is. But I just think it was really good. And it's an 8.5 out of 10, and that was season 2, episode 5. And then I watched Into the Dark, The Body. This is like the first one, and I thought this one was really good. I don't really like how they ended it because like the guy he's like a hitman, and he is so hot, and I feel like I should not be in love with him because you know he's a killer. But he's basically trying to transplant this body, and then he meets like these people who are like, okay, come to this party because they think like it's Halloween, they think it's like fake, in a costume, and it's not. So kind of like the people that he's with steal a body. So he spends the whole time trying to get it back. I did think it was really good. I liked it personally. I just wasn't a big fan of the ending, but that's season 1, episode 1. So it's like a first ever one. That was an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This movie is so good. It's like the second time I watched it. It's Harry Potter. I don't really know to talk about it, but like I think this is like the one before Deathly Hallows. It's kind of like the last like normal Harry Potter movie, I guess. But that's an 8 out of 10. And they were on HBO Max for the longest time, and then they got taken off. So I think it's on Peacock Premium. And then I watched Misery. Misery was really good. You have to rent it for like $14, which I think is it won't let you rent it. You have to buy it. I do think it's really cool. There were like some slow parts, but I feel like once it got like the good parts were good, if that makes any sense. And I did like it. Kathy Bates did awesome. It was so weird seeing her like that young, so I'm so used to seeing American Horror Story, and of course like she's older in that and everything, but that's an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Valentine's Day. This has Taylor Swift in it. It has Emma Roberts. It has Julia Roberts. It has Ashton Kutcher. It has like a lot of familiar faces, so I think that's really cool. Patrick Dempsey. It's kind of like, I think it's called an anthology. Like it has like all these like stories about like them on Valentine's Day. I think it is a really good movie. Taylor Swift. See, either her acting is bad, like no offense to Taylor Swift, but I just did not like her character at all. Like the character got on my nerves. And I don't know if it was just her acting or like she must be a really good actor for me to not like that character. But I don't think it was like a movie to watch on Valentine's Day. That's an 8 out of 10. And then I watched Infinity Pool. That's a new movie. I did a whole movie spoiler review on it. This movie it's okay. I was expecting more. It's like this guy and he goes on like this retreat and then he meets this couple and then it's like he's in like this world, not in this world, but like if you commit a crime, you can either die or you could pay to have like a clone of you that dies instead. So I think that's really cool. I wish I would have explored that option more, but hey. 7 out of 10. And then I watched The Wedding Year. The movie it has, I think her name's Haley from Modern Family. I think the movie was good. I'm not a big fan of the character, but I think it was so cool. One of those like movies like you know what's gonna happen, but you still watch it. But like this girl who like doesn't like commitments, and she's with her boyfriend, and they get invited to like 7 weddings like throughout the year. So like she has to stay with that boyfriend for a year to go like to all the weddings or whatever. So I think that was good. I think it was a sweet movie. 7.5 out of 10. And then I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium. This movie I was not really impressed with. I also haven't watched the other Ant-Man movies. I actually my mom, I was like, Mom, we can't watch it. You haven't seen the other one? She's like, oh, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I feel like if I watched the other ones, maybe I'd like it more. But it felt like they were trying way too hard to be funny or to do like some comedic relief or whatever. Like it wasn't funny and it tried way too hard. And I kind of guessed what the end credit scene was going to be. But that was a 7 out of 10. And then we have Scream. I just decided why not watch it for, why not give it a rewatch before, you know, it's in the new one comes out. But yeah, so it's a 9.5/10. And then I rewatched Split. So when I first watched this, I didn't like it. But then I rewatched it and I was like, this is a really good movie. I feel like this and Old are like my two favorite movies of M. Night Shyamalan. Given I haven't really watched a lot of his movies. But I just think it was a good movie. So this man, it has like DID. And it does kind of like exploit it. And of course, like, I know people with DID like do not have this. But he ends up kidnapping like these two girls, Anya Taylor-Joy. Like, I didn't realize it was her. Well, I didn't know who she was until, like, I watched last night in Soho, and I was like, oh. But it's just, I think it was really cool. When I first watched it, I didn't know there was, like, it was a trilogy, and it's just, like, the middle of it. So, yeah. That was a 9 out of 10. And then I watched The Shades. This is on Netflix. It's a new movie. I didn't like it. I feel like it was just very slow. And I just didn't like it. The main character really got my nerves in the end, and I was like, what the heck? But I just wasn't a big fan. So that was a 5 out of 10. And I was gonna do like a whole movie review on it, but then I didn't, because I was like, I don't like it. We have nothing to talk about. And then I watched The Girl Who Escaped, the Caleb Robinson movie. That's the Caleb Robinson story. I will be putting up a whole movie review on this movie, but I just think it's really good. It's about this girl. She was like kidnapped, like from her friend's front yard for 18 hours, and then she escaped. So I think it's like that. It has Katie Douglas. It is very similar to Believe Me, the Elisa McVitie, I think, story. It is similar to that in some ways. It's based off of a true story. I think it's really good. It's on Lifetime and it says free, but like when you click on it, it's like select a TV provider. So, of course, like I don't have cable. I got rid of it and just did it like all streaming. But if you're not able to get onto it on Lifetime, then it is $3. I think $4 to rent. But yeah, I think that was an 8 out of 10. I did really like it. And the last movie that I watched was Unbreakable. This is the first movie, and then Split. And I wasn't big for this movie. It was just very slow. I think the whole like superhero stuff was good, and like Samuel L. Jackson was cool and everything. And it was like kind of cool, like knowing who Mr. Glass was, because of like Split and stuff. So it was like kind of cool, like where they got all this from. But it's okay. I give that 6.5 out of 10. I was watching Glass. I started it, but then I got tired, so I turned it off. So I wasn't able to put it in this one. But so far, Split is my favorite out of the whole trilogy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next week.